Hey everybody, welcome to Forex Trading Analysis for Synergy FX. It is 11:36 p.m. on Thursday, June the 7th, and today we're going to be looking at three different pairs, but before we get started, quick risk disclaimer. Foreign exchange trading carries a high level of risk. Before you decide to trade foreign exchange, we encourage you to consider your investment objectives, your risk tolerance, and trading experience. It is possible to lose some or all of your initial investments, so don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Seek advice from an independent financial or tax advisor, and all information provided is for educational purposes only and should not be construed as trading advice or counsel. So today in the markets, we saw a lot of news come out. I'm going to refresh this really quick just so we can see a little bit more. We had a lot of numbers hit pretty well. The asset purchase policy or facility for the pound, and as well as the official bank rate, all came out just as expected, and unemployment claims was pretty close as well. So there's a reason why we didn't see too much of a move in the markets. I think the Dow was up only 47 points, Nasdaq lost 13, and the S&P lost 1 point, so about 0.01%. So we really didn't see that much of any big moves from any of the markets. That includes the euro and a lot of the FX pairs. So I think that what that means is that we could see a pretty large breakouts tomorrow in a couple of these pairs. And first one that I do like to look at right now is the Aussie dollar. I think that since we are perched just above the 100 and 200, that the bias is toward the upside. But if you look at a little bit longer term chart, we are in a pretty strong downtrend, and this recent up move could possibly just be a mild correction and a further push to the downside. So if you are going to short the Aussie, I do really like this point right now. We're trading at 0.98738, and RSI is currently printing at 49. So this is a really nice place to short the Aussie. We were in oversold conditions for a while last week and a little bit into this week. So we have had time to get out of that. And if you do look at previous price movements in the past, corrections of about 300 pips are not abnormal. So this looks like to me as a correction to the upside. And if we do start to break levels such as, first of all, if this bar closes below where it is right now, which is coming up in about 20 minutes, so it looks like it will, then it will look like a nice short opportunity because we weren't able to close higher. If we do start to push back to the upside, I do think that the high of the most recent doji bar at 1.00019, really close to parity, is going to be a nice level to define your risk at. But like I said, I do think that we are headed to the downside eventually. Possibly tomorrow we might have one more up day, but I will be looking to short strength in the Aussie dollar as well as a couple of the other major pairs with US dollar in the base. So the other pair I do want to take a look at really quick is the euro pound. Actually, I'm going to take a look at the euro first just because it is sort of a similar chart to the Aussie. The euro has also been in a pretty nice correction, but the thing that I do like to see with the euro that helps me confirm my bias a little bit more is that while the Aussie had about 5 or 6 consecutive up days, the euro dollar has had a little bit more choppy movement to the upside, and if I know this correctly, we only moved about 250 pips instead of 300. So that indicates for me a zero weakness overall on the board. There's not a lot of buyers in the market right now, and euro weakness seems to be the overall market hypothesis. So I'm not going to change that for a while. And since RSI is not in oversold conditions anymore, we are just about at halfway point. We're at 45 right now. We reached, or 44 right now, 42, sorry, we reached all the way up to 45. So there's nothing to me that indicates that we are at an extreme point. So a short from the euro is definitely something that I'll be looking for. We could see a little bit more range bounding trade if we do see some short moves into tomorrow, then this will only increase the probability of either, first of all, a gap to the downside over the weekend, or possibly a strong move on Sunday or Monday. So along with the euro is the euro pound, which is currently printing we reached up towards the 100-day moving average, and we are currently printing just below it. We're about 130 pips below, and so this is something that is going to be a nice point to define your risk at. And similar to the euro, I do think that we are going to see a nice move down over the next couple of days. So thank you very much for watching, and please follow us during the week at SynergyFX for more updates, and good luck trading.